In case you have not seen the other parts of this Let's Play, which I do have these up now on YouTube as VODs, which is fantastic. I think they hold up pretty well. But the idea of this Let's Play is just to play through this game and through the new DLC. New is like in huge air quotes now because it's been a year since it was released, but regardless, playing through this DLC in a way that's accessible to new players, that's hopefully fun for people who might have played this before. So I won't be spoiling anything. I'll be doing my best not to spoil anything anyway. And then there are some things in this that are new to me as well. So I'm excited to get back into that. But as I said a minute ago, this is kind of my continuation of this older Let's Play. So I'm going to try and do a hopefully weekly stream. I'm going to start out with this short one and see how it goes. But I expect to be doing this on a weekly or semi-weekly basis. And I'll figure out a time once my schedule is a little bit less up in the air. But for now, about once a week. So I guess just a recap of where we were at. This is us. We're this guy with the huge gloves on. And our name is Harry. We figured that out last week. That's funny. Last time we played. And this is our partner, Kim. And we are detectives. And we are here in this place called Revachol to investigate a murder. And so far, what we've done is we have gone to look at the body. We threw up a number of times. And so we had to go mess around before we could look at the body more seriously. We examined it a little bit, and then we tried to get it down from where it's hanging in a tree. And we failed to do that pretty spectacularly, so we then had to go ask the person in this container over here for help. This guy is named Everett Clare. He is a union member, basically. And he is, or a union boss, rather. And he is really slimy, but we had to ask him for help because we were not able to get that body down on our own. So that's basically where we're at. So we have a couple of like points of departure here that we can go down. Let me see if I can pull up the menu here. We can see what we'd like to do. So these are kind of our tasks that we have to complete. We have a bunch of stuff. A lot of this is not going to be possible for us to do for a while. These are both kind of extraneous tasks. This one is the one that we've just made progress on. So we have to go to this person and ask him to get the body down for us. We have to investigate this place called the Doomed Commercial Area, which could be a good task for today. But I suppose we'll see. This will take a little bit, but we basically went into this bookstore and decided that it was cursed and told the owner that it was cursed. And so if we go in there, we can kind of investigate that on her behalf. We have... Let me see how much money we have at the moment. I don't think we have enough money to pay for damages. We have $5. Good. We have to find our badge. This will take a while. We have some kind of various mysteries to solve. This is going to be a difficult task, reading our ledger. This can go a lot of different ways. I think I might want to hold off on this until we have a little more time. That sounds crazy, but I think it's true, right? It could be a while before we're able to do this effectively. Investigate the body. This might take some time. We don't yet know who reported the murder. We could do this today as well. This is like a long conversation. So basically, we are currently suffering from amnesia. So we want to be able to figure out what's going on with the world. So we have to find a rich person to do that. That could be something to do today. And then we have to track down our gun, right? So we could go to the pawn shop. That would be a good place to start. Or we can go talk to Gart, who is, if you'll remember, the bartender at the hotel who does not like us. So where do we want to start today? I think maybe let's go talk to Measurehead about getting this body down. This is going to take us a little while. And then we can see where we want to go from there. Maybe we'll go to the pawn shop, and then maybe we can start doing some investigating. Again, this is going to be a slightly shorter stream, just because I want to see how this goes on both my voice and on my computer. But depending on all of that, we can maybe have a longer stream next time. I feel like I'm going in the wrong direction here. So just to recap on our character here, because it's been a while, as I said, our name is Harry. And at the beginning of this game, we got to kind of determine Harry's various characteristics as a person, right? So like, who is he as a player character? And, you know, there's obviously some things we don't get to determine, right? They're predetermined. So he is someone who's an alcoholic. He is a kind of impetuous person. He can be very mean, but he can also be extremely good at his job. Our version of Harry has very high motor skills, so he's very like dexterous. He's good at moving. He knows a lot about machines. He's sort of smart. He's completely non-emotionally intelligent. And he's not very strong. So that's great. I think we've already had a number of like failed conversations where something has gone sideways in the realm of emotional intelligence and empathy. So that's cool for us. Here we are in this great room. I love this room. I want these chairs. Again, I think I said this last time that we played. I've tweaked the settings a little bit, but they're essentially the same. This is the game running on medium settings with some... I've messed around with the brightness settings, so they're not on full. And hopefully the stream is running okay. It seems to be on my end, but it is just a totally beautiful game. Really, really impressive. Let's see, did we already go through here? I believe we did. So let's go out here. So, warning for anybody. There's a few characters in this game where when they're around, you kind of have to take a beat before you talk to them and really consider that. One of those is the kid next to the body named Kuno. I think we interacted with him last time a little bit. You might call these like challenging characters. The person we're about to talk to is one of them. His name is Measurehead. He's a notorious character in this game, I would say, for his sort of buy-in to various kinds of race science that are pretty racist, as race science, is. So he is unfortunately a character that we have to interact with. I have set this up in our playthrough so that we interact with him as little as possible. However, we still gotta talk to him. So that's what we're about to do here. Here we go. Let's see how this goes.
Your body betrays your degeneracy.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try and get through this conversation as quickly as I can here.
That is precisely the negligence that has led you to succumb to Balrul.
Alright.
You reek of it. An invisible sword of Balrul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick.
Alright, man.
No, you don't. You need to get another drink. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the ham sandwich race is waning. Begging for help. Attempting to pass fear for cooperation. How far the Occidental Haplogroup has fallen. You were once a noble and powerful race. You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic aircraft. You made great gains in metallurgy, race theory, and statecraft. You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Quakers. But now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted. You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture.
So there have been a number of really good and insightful critiques of the way that race and racism work in this game. About a year ago, Range Touch released a Let's Play / retrospective of this game. I've probably mentioned it in other parts of this LP. But it was really awesome. It was like a very, deep critique of a lot of the ways this game engages with political ideology and leftism. And, I think that their ultimate conclusion, to really like summarize it very, very briefly, was just that this game is really takes a very cynical stance towards a lot of ideas about societal improvement and leftist sort of ideas. It's very interested in re-examining all different kinds of like political ideologies in a way that can often come across very cynically. And there's also a new article that I actually just saw this morning by the critic Ki-Hun Chan, who is a really great games writer and who wrote this essay on race and cynicism in Disco Elysium and reached kind of a, I wouldn't say a similar conclusion, but similar in that it is also about the game's own cynicism, right? But I would encourage anybody listening to go and read that article because it's great. But I think Measurehead is like a very good example of that, right? Someone who is just like completely subject to this racist ideology and whom the game clearly wants to position as wrong, right? We're seeing that, I think, less in this particular interaction than we would in if we were engaging with this character more. But this character and a few of the other characters in this game, because they are sort of positioned as like highly cynical and kind of like removed representations of extreme racists, for various reasons that complicates our engagement with race in this game, especially because our partner Kim at various points in this game becomes the target of that racism. So it's an interesting sort of problem. Anyway, there's a lot of great criticism about it. Let's see if we're...
Superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
Enough with this begging. You should leave the stage of history with
Alright,
your
man.
troops to the
We're just
walls
gonna
will be lined.
skip on through.
Measurehead's race theory. It would enrich you rhetorically.
Yeah, no.
Well, not as such. What you do with a mastery of advanced race theory is up to you. You could reject the findings, sure, or accept them and become an advanced racist.
See, so this is exactly, we talked about this last time, I think, but there are a couple of different ways to get this body down from the tree. You can do it yourself, which we failed to do last time. You can do what we did, which is go around, talk to Everett, and get him to tell Measurehead to get the body down. Or you can go around this way and either beat him up, or say, actually, you're correct, I want to become a racist. And this menu option in particular, or this check option in particular, is one of the things that was the most, or has, I think, been the most enduringly controversial about this game. And, like, from my perspective, I don't necessarily think that this is the most efficient's not the right word, the most effective or sensitive way to imagine race in this game. Especially because it sort of is papered over with this level of irony, right? Clearly the game wants you to know, if you click on this, you are becoming or subscribing to a theory that has no basis in reality, that is just fully racist, right? Right.
So it was. You surmounted the harbor wall in a display of athletic prowess to reach my superior. Then had him give me an order. I salute your cunning, and I will remove the body from the tree with my bare hands.
You're so noble, Measurehead.
There's a but.
Great.
But while I am gone, someone must stand guard on the bridge. That someone needs to be you. Both of you.
I don't know that I want to do that.
This is the uncomfortable result of not taking it on ourselves. I can live with a compromise.
Listen to your little friend. He is wise in his childlike way. His mysterious race may yet prove fierce competition to my heroic haplogroup.
So the complication with doing this, so just to summarize again, this body is hanging in this tree. We suspect that the Union might have had something to do with killing the person that's in the tree currently. So if we let him go by himself, we are basically letting him tamper with the evidence here. So that's not ideal. At the same time, I don't think we really have a choice. So let's...
Babe, see that they stay here the whole time.
Cool.
The woman's gaze follows Measurehead as he leaves.
So, you guys are like cops or something? Cool, I like men with guns and power. I'm Katya, by the way.
You hear that? That sound. He's breaking something.
Yeah, Jean-Luc must be really tearing it up over there. I wish I could see it.
I do also wish I could see it.
Look at you! RCM rent-a-cops! Guarding that bridge like Everott's lapdogs! Is this where it's at now? The RCM is for sale!
And who are you? What is your business here? Why are your clothes 4 sizes too small for you?
Yo. Kim, do you want to calm down? This is funny, but I don't know that I want to say that.
shrill laughter interrupts you, echoing across Martinez. Then, the man turns to look behind him at the behemoth appearing around the corner, approaching him, walking past him.
The corpse has been removed from the tree. Stand down and congratulate yourself. You have sided with Ray's victory today.
Nah.
And what you had to do was to become a Union man for all to see.
Yeah, I mean, he's not wrong. So basically, all of those people down in the dock area down there are on strike because the union is doing various things to make their lives harder, and that's kind of one of the major conflicts in Revachol right now. Is this conflict between the union and the striking workers, and then the scabs that have gone into the area that we were just in to work. So what we've just done, because we had to get the body down, is basically we've sided with the union and with the people who are scabbing, which is like not great. Can you guys like stop talking about this guy? I guess we have to move. Some of the female characters in this game are just like not. Apparently there's a sequel to Disco Elysium that, and I heard this like a year ago, I don't know if it's still true, but it's apparently in the works. And at one point the main character was supposed to be I think a detective who is female and pregnant. And there are certain things about this game that like don't necessarily give me a ton of confidence in maybe the sensitivity or like three-dimensional way that a character like that might be written, including this passive dialogue here. Anyway, I think we just had a breakthrough on one of our thoughts.
Mazovian socioeconomics.
Oh, I thought this would happen today. Hence the stream title.
0.000% of communism has been built. Evil child-murdering billionaires still rule the world with a shit-eating grin. All he has managed to do is make himself sad. He is starting to suspect Krasmazov fucked him over personally with his socio-economic theory. It has, however, made him into a very smart boy with something like a university degree in truth. Instead of building communism, he now builds a precise model of this grotesque, duplicitous world.
So we've now chosen a political ideology. This happened because I think we talked about communism enough times to want to become a communist. So again, and this is where we get into what I was just talking about. This game's approach to various political ideologies is both very cynical at times and also very, I think especially with this newer DLC update, very, like ideology becomes a gameplay mechanic in certain respects. And so I'm interested to see how that's going to play out in this playthrough, where that's a little bit more explicitly, coming forward. Okay, what did we get? So this is a little bit not great statistically. Yeah, it's made us reactionary, which is dumb. We have negative authority now. I think we might actually be at like -1 authority, so we can't tell anybody what to do, but whatever. But every time we say something communist, we get extra XP, so I'm just going to double down on that. Right, so we're done with that. Right, here are other thoughts. We got extra endurance, And we raised our learning cap for Shivers, which I think, as I said last time, is really exciting to me. So we can go check out the body. I think that might be what we do next. And on the way, because we're going there anyway, I think that I am going to stop by the pawn shop, because if you'll remember last time, Everett was taunting us about having lost our gun and our badge, which, like, admittedly is pretty bad. It's not really what you want to do. Let's talk to this guy. I don't think we've spoken yet.
Scab?
You're hazy on the notion of a scab. Smells like politics, though. Maybe it's got something to do with the flask he reaches for from time to time.
I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, "Let us cop for less money." Speaking of, what brings the RCM here? To the Wild North? Come to see the strife? Murder, huh? That sounds like a lot of hard work. You'd never see me investigating a murder.
It's actually very fun and easy. Yeah.
I don't believe you. Post Laventurier said the same thing. They tried to get me to be their postman. So fun, so easy, they said. It's just walking. It wasn't. I'm doing much better here at the harbor. Being an honest union man with a lot of free time on his hands.
Why are they striking?
You know, serious business. I'm sure the big boss will be glad to tell you. You'll have to ask him first.
He's a chatty guy. Wants to talk about the strike too. Just can't break the command structure and tell you now.
Alright. Let's go down here. This is where all the people that were yelling at us a minute ago are. Yeah, and you can see that they're upset that the docks have been closed. GRIH. Oh, money. You know, I'm thinking maybe as we're going to the pawn shop, I should stop and get some healing items, because we are not really in a great place with our morale. I think both of the other times that I've streamed this, I lost morale and died. So that might actually, as soon as we get a new level up point, I might put a point into Volition. Because that would make us... It would give us a little bit more breathing room, for sure. Okay. Let's see if I have any cans to sell.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign
Uh...
says, 1 bottle.
Oh, don't have any. Okay.
A colourful display of cigarettes.
Again, I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health.
Okay. Actually, it's this one.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all...
Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something. Okay, here. I hope Saint...
Okay. Accidentally bought some health stuff, but that's fine. I love the stills in this game too. They're so beautiful. I think this is of an area we get to much later in the game. It's like a seaside spot. Gonna skip this guy. This is the other major racist character in the game. major being the keyword. There's a lot of sort of detached, I guess, quote unquote casual racism in this game. Oh, going the wrong direction here. I don't think we've been down this way yet. I need to refresh my memory on that, but... Oh, I think briefly, because we talked to these guys over here, and then we lost their ball. Need to fix that at some point. Alright. Yep, here's the pawn shop. Wow, lots of stuff to look at. Antique cash register. This is cool. I want to go here. I love this lamp. I love all of these lamps. I think I just need to like redo my apartment. That's what the stream is teaching me. Okay, here's the owner. What's this?
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Some on horseback, others in rags, others yet in bright blue uniforms. All are stern and unyielding in their duty.
We got a pretty high chance with this one. I'm gonna try it.
Everything you pick out seems faded.
Oh, that's so sad.
Sad somehow.
Ugh.
Most of them are just broken toys.
Wow, that was bad luck. We'll come back later. I'll probably end up putting some points into interfacing at some point.
It's not often that I see officers from the RCM in my pawn shop. What can I do for you?
His courtesy is not insincere, but he prefers being alone with his projector, just watching the movement of light across the walls of the shop.
Oh no, not at all. I guess I haven't had many customers lately, RCM or otherwise.
Who are your customers usually?
All kinds of people come through here. Locals, travelers, people looking for a deal, people looking for a keepsake, people who are terminally bored. As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from.
Oh, I think this is a... I want to say, I think this is a communist option. I think we only have this because of that thought. Maybe that's not true. But that's kind of a judgy thing to say, and I like this guy. Yeah, I like your collection.
It keeps me entertained.
He's well composed, but underneath it you sense psychedelic processes bubbling. Some kind of drug, maybe.
Nice. I don't think I'm maybe ever going to put points into electrochemistry. I just don't end up using it. And I think I'll end up coming back here maybe when I have a higher score. So I'll do this one later. Yeah, do you have any guns?
Someone else came here earlier today asking the same question. I promptly sold her the gun you pawned a couple days back.
Whoops. Oh. Shoot, I'm so happy that I bought that medicine. Oh my gosh.
The lieutenant shifts from one foot to another, alert.
I sold you my gun.
You were adamant about getting rid of it, officer. Said you were undeserving of a service weapon of the Revachol Citizens Militia. And I don't like keeping guns around the shop for long. Off the charts photon emissions, the unhealthy kind. She didn't seem like a policeman, although she kept referring to herself as a pig, which was odd. I found her interest in the gun a bit obsessive, but I was just happy to get rid of it, and of her. Truth be told, she was terrifying.
Right, so let me get this right. You sold your sidearm, issued by the citizens' militia, and now a civilian is running around the streets of Martinez with it?
She must be one of my fans.
In that case, she'll be happy to get a visit from us, if we can find her.
Where is she?
My apologies, officer, but I have no idea where she was coming from or where she went.
A needle in a haystack. There is nothing you can do about it now. You'll just have to hope you luck upon her somehow.
Of course.
Might be able to aid our
I doubt
investigation.
it, but I can try and answer any questions you may have. I do my best to keep my distance from all manner of butchery. Bad for business, bad for everyone.
The pawnbroker's gaze is already fixed on the dancing colors.
I love his portrait. A lot of the like static art in this game is really pretty too. I feel like he looks kind of like that guy from Breaking Bad. Maybe I'm just saying that because he's on psychedelics. But anyway, goodbye. What's this?
As you turn, a bright light catches your eye, making you squint.
Where is it coming from?
From a distant sunset, a stage light.
Oh.
Nowhere in particular. It's just what superstar law officers do. They squint at lights, and they solve shit.
Yeah, I guess that's me.
Yeah, you have. You're a big dick cop. Dick Mullen. Salam Rocky Bayi. Badass on the edge disco cop. Time to recede into a ludicrous fantasy world. Here we go. Camera. Lights.
Action.
With a sudden flash, the world freezes around you, and you along with it. In an iconic monochrome solution, a black silhouette against a rasterized orange world. It's on.
Heck yeah. So in one play session, we've become a communist and we've also become a superstar. Cool. Let's look at some clothes. I wanted to get rid of my pants.
A very large red t-shirt with an impressive print stands out from the other garb.
Oh.
Oh yeah, the print depicts a muscled man striding toward you, a giant sword in each hand, encircled by burning embers. Behind him is a cluster of cabins engulfed in flames. Beneath him are the words, Heimdall burning.
So I guess this is like a an IP or something in this world. Last time when we were in the bookstore, there were a bunch of books about Heimdall Man.
The antlers on the hood of the man's cloak and his piercing blue eyes are familiar.
Antlers. So this is interesting. Last time we looked at a communist pamphlet that was in the Union Station, and that had antlers on it. And they said something about antlers being the symbol for communism. Sniff it.
It smells like worn cotton and a little old sweat there. Worn cotton with a side of flea market or trash bin.
Sniffing is okay, but please don't try anything on. Can't have you leaving your photon emissions in the fabric of things you're not going to buy.
Who is this guy?
It's the man from Heimdall.
Walking away from his burning village, yes.
Who's that?
The man from Heimdall is the hero of a series of popular books based on a fictional version of Kotler, mostly what is nowadays Arda NFD. In fact, most people don't think that man from Heimdall ever really existed, but they are wrong.
Helmdall isn't a real place.
Neither is the man a real man, of course. But both the man and Helmdall are an ontological necessity. But hey, it's not worth getting into an argument about.
Wow. What?
What do you mean?
I mean, even if the man from Helmdall didn't exist before the adventure novels, the stories have made it so that he has. It's simple, really.
Wow. Let's debate the author function. Let's talk about it.
You sound skeptical. It's not that complicated. All that's required is a more robust understanding of cause and effect. Besides, I've been to Kotla, though not quite as far north as the Helmdall, and watched northern lights travel across the sky. Very unique, energetic tides there.
His theory isn't exactly incoherent, but its logic does suggest some unusual neural activity. Interesting.
I like how many different opportunities this game is giving me to be like, oh, this man's on drugs. How much is it?
2 real.
Yo.
But why?
We're both superstars, yeah.
I suppose that makes sense.
Yeah!
Please go ahead and take it. Welcome to Helmdall.
Heck yeah. That's really funny. That was great timing. Let's put it on. What is this doing for me? Oh, that's actually pretty good. What does it look like? Let's take the jacket off to see. Yeah. Tie's getting in the way. That's cool. Oh, it gives me shivers. All right. And it's giving me... Okay, so how much authority do I have here? -2. I've never had a negative stat before, but I'm at -2. That's so funny. So I can't tell anybody what to do at any point. Okay. So I only have 1 skill point. So again, this is our spread of points here. Our best skill is motorics. We're very good at that. Our worst skill is psyche, as is evident in our -2. The good thing about that shirt is it gives us extra shivers, which our learning cap for shivers has really gone up quite a bit. So we could get to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We could get to 9, potentially. Actually, I think we could get to 10, because this also gives us shivers. Yeah. So we can get this one up pretty high, actually. Again, I think I said this last time, shivers is a really cool skill. It's about how in tune you are with the city. And so it'll just chime in with various things about Revachol and Martinez and other kind of environmental things that you wouldn't necessarily notice. And it's really, really fun. It's my favorite skill. But we'll get to that later. Let's think about our clothes a little bit more. This is a horrible... Like, I just viscerally hate everything about this fashion situation. It's just really not good. But, you know, what are we gonna do? You know what? I know we're supposed to be saving money, but I'm gonna also go outside. I think there's a person selling pants. If you'll remember last time, our pants are decreasing a lot of our yellow skills, which are the things we're supposed to be very good at. So, yeah. I'd love to get rid of these pants, but we'll see. Yeah, exactly. Fashion police. Fashion victim realness. This is really like an under appreciated aspect of this game. A lot of people pay attention to Kim's fashion, I feel like. Like his bomber jacket, a couple people I follow on Twitter have bought that. And it's great. He looks much better than I do at this point. I look like I'm going to like a convention that I didn't plan to go to. I'm like it's not my finest moment. Oh, what's this? Weird. Okay. Everything's good here.
You see a Samaran street vendor surrounded by a motley assemblage of goods. When he realizes you're looking at him, his face breaks into a wide, welcoming grin. The name Sileng is embroidered over his breast pocket.
Happy shopping, officer! Everything's cool here. Everything's cool. The goods are cool, the customers are cool, the place is cool. And one more thing, officer.
From out on the bay, a cool wind gathers. It sweeps into the city, tugging at the textiles hanging around the stand. Some distance away, the sound of a tin can clattering across the street can be heard.
That's cool. That's what Shivers does. Oh, great. Okay, we're at like a pretty good level for that, I guess.
You're very cool. Bang, 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 bang!
Thanks.
You feel a twitch in your index fingers. There's a finger shootout.
There's a safety hazard. Yeah, let's do it.
Don't shoot, officer! Have we got an arrest here or just a shakedown?
Okay.
Good one, officer! You're a funny guy! Now what can I do for you?
Oh, I can question this guy. Interesting.
Then fire away, officer!
LMAO. Oh, okay, so I can ask him to sell me stuff. I can ask him about his packages. I think I'm gonna come back and do this later. I can ask where he's from, which seems a little bit odd. Or I'm gonna try it.
No need to dress this one up. Just tell him what you want.
Ooh. I probably should not have tried that one.
Oh, okay. But why, officer?
I want you to bribe me. I just need money.
Ah, yes. Money is very important.
Are you trying to ask for a bribe? If so, you're not doing a very good job.
Sorry, detective.
Yeah, alright, let's not try that again. What are you selling?
Only the coolest goods in Revachol. I've got sneakers, speakers, extremely comfy pants too. Try them on right here. No shame, only freedom.
Yeah, I want to hear about the pants.
I'm an entrepreneur, officer. I've got sources, buyers, suppliers, distributors, manufacturers, wholesalers, all extremely cool and above board.
Is there a discount?
No need for discounts at ceilings, officer. Everything's already on sale.
Right.
Did he first mark them up 100%, just so that he could put them on sale?
My man, you know how the game is played. You and me, we should work together. What do you think? Shake things up? Anything for you.
Alright, goodbye. Let's see. Humanitarian aid, tuna fish. Yuck.
There are clothes inside.
Don't be shy. These are premium class clothes. Good quality fabrics, best retro design. Save the economy with your style, officer.
Save the economy.
Capitalism.
Find your hands deep in tattered and faded garments made from weird polyester blends that make your body itch and sweat in all the wrong places. The box smells like cat piss or like an old person with no money.
Economical, but also trendy. Look
Ooh.
first hand, buy second hand. Keep the economy moving.
Okay, we've had such bad... Is there anything that's reducing my composure right now? No, I have a +1. I've had such bad luck with these checks today, but I'll try it. Yes.
Something cold
Okay, cool.
grazes your hand. Synthetic and sleek. A windbreaker. Surf, it says, but also wind, summer, 100% waterproof, and sport. All in different typefaces. Practical, and yet it may deaden your senses to the world around you. Possibly because of the awful typeface.
Good choice, officer. Mega sporty. It's only 450 for you, sir.
Okay. This may be out of our price range. Also, it is cool that it's +1 composure. I might come back and get this eventually because having high composure, as this is showing me here, is actually super helpful. But, all right. I feel like... Let me try it over here.
You see two lowly, defeated speakers, thralls, slaves basically, perched atop them like conquerors surveying the land. A pair of found, durable wear sneakers, ultra serious.
I can see you have a taste for luxury, officer. Can't keep your eyes off those sneakers?
Gonna become a sneakerhead.
A pair of found ultras. The design is impossibly sleek and simple. A futuristic silhouette with a sleek monochrome colorway, a jet black upper, and a silver-lined midsole.
Gotta get those Yeezys.
Those sneakers, mister. Those sneakers
Ooh.
are the latest found sneakers. Super rare, super fine, super cool. Only 50 real.
Oh, great.
Only? That's madness.
Yeah, it's too expensive. Sorry, dude. Really thought that you sold pants, but maybe I was wrong. What's in here?
There's a pile of cheap sunglasses in a small box. A variety of shapes and colors.
You like sunglasses, officer? I've got the latest styles right here.
Yeah, try them on.
Abort. These are hideous. What's more, they don't even fit your face. You can feel them pinching your nose and chafing against your brow.
I think I'm already wearing glasses.
Damn, officer. You look like a mega secret spy. Very secret. They're practically made for you. I'll let you have them for 2 real and 50 cents.
It's going to be very difficult for anyone to take you seriously with these things on your face.
I already have -2 authority. Nobody's taking me seriously. Oh, don't tell me what to do.
No, I can't. I can't walk around with you looking at me. Okay, fine. Go ahead. If you want to look like a walking midlife crisis, then who am I to interfere?
That's so mean. I don't really want these, though. Thanks anyway. All right. We've had fashion police hour. So we got a new thought. Some kind of... Oh, we got 2 new thoughts. Finger pistols. So we only actually have 6 slots open, and I think eventually we can open up more. Oh, we don't even have a slot. Oh, that kind of sucks. So let me see. What does this one do? I don't know yet. You're a metaphorical superstar. You bring that rock and roll authenticity and passion to a line of work where people don't expect or want to see it. Okay. And this one... You just snap your fingers at people as you do. You know, I think we're doing okay on thoughts at the moment. I'm just gonna let these 2 hang out. Maybe we'll internalize these later. Let's see. So we've been going for almost an hour. I think I'm actually going to wrap things up here. I know this was a much shorter stream than usual, but I just wanted to see if my computer could handle it and if I could handle it. And I think it's gone pretty well. I may turn down the graphic settings next time because I can see even, you know, with the snow that's going on here, which is very beautiful. But it's lagging a little bit, so maybe next time we'll reduce the graphical settings. But yeah, didn't do too much today, but let's see. We got some new tasks. Now I am able to actually see what's going on with the body, so we can do an autopsy, hopefully, which is exciting. And I think next time I'm going to do this part. So investigating the area down by the bookstore. Because I know this is going to help us with the investigation in some way. All right. Yeah, but I think I'm going to end it here for today. Thanks everybody who was here. Yo, Elden Ring. I wish I could play Elden Ring, Mark Allen. I can barely run this, and it's a 2-year-old game that is like essentially a visual novel. So that's not going to happen, but enjoy. All right. And anyone else who's watching, take care, and I will be back probably this weekend with more. See you then.